Hello there and welcome back. It is another mini audio session with myself, Andrea Dalton from Intuitive Body Lab, and today we are diving into fats, another often misunderstood but essential macronutrient for our health. Fats play a very key role in everything from hormone production to brain health, yet they have been unfairly demonized for years, and I think some still do. But hopefully by the end of this session you'll get an understanding of what fats are, the different types, and how to incorporate them into your diet for optimal health. So fats are one of the three macronutrients alongside protein and carbs. So macronutrients being those nutrients that we need in the most amount for energy production, and fats are known as the body's most energy dense nutrient use because they provide 9 calories per gram of fat. So fats are essential for energy storage and hormone production, for cell health. Every cell in your body has this fatty membrane, and fats are a component of that. But fats are also important for vitamin absorption because we have fat-soluble vitamins like your A, D, E, and K, which need fat to be absorbed. So fats aren't just a calorie source, they are critical for many processes in the body. So let's talk about the different types of fats. So there is first the unsaturated fats, and typically you will or may know these as what many will call them the healthy fats. But unsaturated fats can be broken down into monounsaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats, and the names just refer to the chemical structure of the fats. Monounsaturated fats are incredibly important for supporting cardiovascular health and lowering inflammation. The examples of monounsaturated fats include your olive oil, avocados, almonds. Certain types of nuts have these monounsaturated fats. And then your polyunsaturated fats includes your things like your omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. And these you may know of because they are high in fish, but also smaller amounts in walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. And these omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids are essential for brain health and heart health, but so many other things, reducing inflammation in the body as well. And then we have, so those are the unsaturated fats, and then we have saturated fats. Now these are definitely the most controversial in terms of fats, and they're definitely the ones that have been demonized the longest, but it's important to know that there are benefits to saturated fats. They are important for hormone production and energy, but most will know that saturated fats are generally advised to be eaten in moderation. Sources of saturated fats include butter and coconut oil, red meat, and also full fat dairy. Now that moderation is going to be different for everyone. I always recommend variety with our fats. Generally fats include, meaning that saturated fats are actually quite hard to eat a lot of anyway. You think of like eating red meat, a full steak, butter, because of that fat content. It's very difficult to eat a lot of that because it's important for satiety. It keeps us full. So they definitely still have their benefits. Trans fats are the other type of fats, and these are what we would typically know as the unhealthy fats. They are processed, they are in some baked goods, fried foods, and they impact our health through causing an inflammatory response. So we avoid trans fats as much as we possibly can. So those are the different types of fats. As we can see, there's fats that we want to enjoy lots of, we want to include variety of, and then there's the trans fats that we want to remove or reduce as much as possible. So generally our fats we should consume around 20 to 35% of our daily calories coming from our fat intake. And I think think it's important to note that if you are not consuming a good amount of fat, there are impacts on the body. As I mentioned, the fats are important for so many different things outside of energy. And some of the signs and symptoms that you can experience if you don't have fat in your diet or have smaller amounts of fat include things like dry skin, brittle hair, fatigue, immune issues, hormonal imbalances is a really important one that I see in a lot of women. When you reduce fat for a long period of time, it can start to impact your hormones. So fat in your diet, what does that look like? Everyday fats to include different types of oils, including extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, flaxseed oil, then nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, sunflower seeds, avocado, and then fatty fish is a really important one, including 1 to 2 at least servings of fatty fish into your week for those omega-3s. Eggs are really nutrient packed in terms of protein and fats, and then of course dairy, if that's available to you. Greek yogurt and cheeses include these fats. And then reducing or eliminating processed oils as much as possible. We avoid these more than we avoid most simple sugars, canola oil, vegetable oil, these types of fats that have been processed so much that I just don't see how they can contribute to health in the body. So, fats, incredibly important for overall health, hormone health, producing hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. These hormones require fats for production. That is how important they are. Your brain is 60% fat, which means that omega-3 fatty acids are critical for your memory, your mood, your cognitive function. And then, as we know, supporting healthy cholesterol levels means having good sources of healthy fats. Also, not just focusing on what you remove. Fats are also important for satiety and energy. Fats slow digestion, so they help to keep you full longer, but also consuming them alongside any refined carbohydrates might help to reduce that blood sugar spike. Fats are really important for skin and cell health. Cellular repair, build and recovery, reducing inflammation in the body. Healthy fats are a powerhouse for that. So this week, try to swap out your processed snacks for healthy sources of fat like nuts and seeds and avocado, and see how this changes in terms of your energy and satiety. Don't fear fats. Fats are really beneficial, crucial, just like the other macronutrients, not just for that energy source, but so many other functions in the body, and a really important macronutrient to include. So I hope you've taken something from this episode on fats, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.